Peppa Pig is usually seen as one of the most harmless and silly children's shows ever created. But countless fans on the internet believe there is something much darker hiding beneath the surface, and their theories turn this happy cartoon into something much more unsettling. The first and most popular idea is that Peppa actually has a long-lost twin sister who was born alongside her but abandoned at birth because of violent or psychopathic behavior. Instead of disappearing forever, this twin supposedly remained hidden within the pig family's home, secretly spying on them from windows and corners. In fact, in one official poster, a mysterious child's face almost identical to Peppa's can be seen peering from a window, and some fans think this is evidence of her existence. This evil Peppa may even impersonate her from time to time, which could explain why the character sometimes acts unusually rude or bossy. With the arrival of baby Evie and the family's move to a bigger home, the hidden twin might now have even more jealousy and dangerous motives, since Evie gets even more love and attention than Peppa herself. Another disturbing theory ties to the real world. The Queen of England, who appeared several times in the show, passed away in 2022. And right after that, Peppa's official accounts posted a tribute featuring Peppa and the Queen. Since then, the Queen has completely vanished from the cartoon, hinting that she may have died in that fictional universe too, leaving room for a King Charles-like character to take her place in a future episode. Daddy Pig, who appears goofy and harmless, is also the subject of dark speculation. He has never once mentioned his parents, who are completely absent, and in his office hangs a black and white photograph showing two piglets who look like children from his generation, possibly himself and a sister. The strange part is that none of these family members are ever brought up, and some believe Daddy Pig may have harmed them out of anger when he was young. His older brother, Uncle Pig, may know the truth but avoids mentioning it to keep the secret buried. Other fans think the entire town itself is actually one large cult. All adults are stripped of personal names, going only by Mummy, Daddy, Mr., or Mrs., and children are treated like sacred beings who cannot be harshly punished. In one episode, Mrs. Sheep is excited about a new job abroad but suddenly loses it due to a last-minute call, after which she sadly accepts she will stay in town forever. This may have been the cult's way of preventing her escape, suggesting no one can ever truly leave. In fact, the town's strange isolation, surrounded by hills and mountains, matches the idea of a cult compound. Time in the show is also incredibly bizarre. Birthdays take years to arrive, days change instantly with a smiling sun, and holidays seem to repeat endlessly. Many compare this to how video game simulations behave, leading to the idea that Peppa's world is not real at all, but rather a simulated reality trapping the minds of real people. Similar to The Matrix. Madame Gazelle, the teacher, adds another creepy layer. She has been seen in front of mirrors without a reflection, which is a classic vampire trait. And she has remained exactly the same since teaching the current adult characters back when they were children, never aging a day. This suggests she could be centuries old, secretly a vampire living among them. Even the local police force comes under suspicion. They repeatedly make ridiculous mistakes, such as returning stolen treasure to a pirate, leading fans to think they are corrupt and intentionally turning a blind eye in exchange for bribes. That means the town's law enforcement can't be trusted, leaving children and families more vulnerable than they realize. Finally, one theory suggests interspecies love is forbidden. Every family is made up of the same animal type: pigs with pigs, rabbits with rabbits, and so on. If this were just a biological limitation, mixed species couples could at least exist without children. Yet they don't, hinting that it may be illegal or culturally banned. In the future, however, with so few unrelated members of the same species, Peppa's generation may be forced to challenge this rule, and her small crush on Pedro Pony might be the first sign of love breaking through those barriers. When you combine all of these theories, an abandoned twin, a dead queen, a murderous father, a controlling cult, a virtual reality simulation, a vampire teacher, corrupt police, and forbidden relationships, the world of Peppa Pig transforms from a simple children's cartoon into a deeply unsettling, mysterious universe that feels far scarier than the innocent muddy puddles on the surface.